For now, you are enjoying power.
Don't let. Thank you. Don't talk for her.
I say, I'm telling
my
you, my own area. You know, say Mike.
Good morning, viewers. You're welcome once again on the program. It's a City Stand, and I'm Michael Adekunle. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, the 20th of January 2025. It's a brand new week, a brand new day, Monday morning in the city of Lagos, and we welcome you all over the world, you viewers all over the world on the program. Thank you so much. All right, to King Henry, who landed in Lagos yesterday, you're welcome. To Lagos, Nigeria, King Henry, you're welcome. Okay, one of our viewers as well, who is in the East, talking about King Joe Ogba. You're welcome. King Joe Ogba is still enjoying himself in the eastern part of the country, Abia State, precisely. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, thank you, sir. Okay, to what we have today, a sad story coming from Niger State. About 86 persons died in a tanker explosion. 86 persons died in a tanker explosion in Niger State. A very, very sad development in that region. And we pray that their soul rest in perfect peace. This is not the first time an explosion will be happening in that region, and we hope the government of Niger State does the needful as regards constant explosion in that region. All right, so another trending story, another trending story in the country. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has shown who he is by making the ex-president of the country, talking about Buhari, and also Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, to testify in a Paris court as regards the Mambila $6 billion project. We'll be discussing this morning. Who engineered this? Who instigated this move? We've been reacting to this before the commencement of the program, which on the program this morning we'll be discussing it as well. Also in Ondo State, local government election is over, and the All Progressives Congress, talking about APC, cleared 16 out of 18 local government. APC cleared 16 out of 18 local governments in that election. Oppositions are reacting to this development, and of course, before the election, they tried to withdraw from it, citing certain irregularities, but it had come and gone. APC has cleared about 16 out of 18 in that region. All right, to gentleman Mike, good morning to you. How are you doing, gentleman Mike?
Michael, good morning.
You're welcome on the program this morning.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Greetings to our viewers.
All right, you're one of the first three persons to appear on the program, to be here this morning, and there's a gift for you, courtesy Mr. Richard in Germany. What will you say to him?
All right, good. I mean, that sounds good to know. Thank you, Mr. Richard. I appreciate it so much.
All right, thank you. But I'm still gentleman Mike. Okay, to the Punch newspaper. The Punch newspaper, the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning, very, very important. NLC faults fresh petrol price hike, says federal government insensitive. And this morning as well, Dangote refinery has come out openly to say that it's not its fault that we have another increase in fuel price. It is not my fault, says Dangote. We are not the cause of the current hike in fuel price, says Dangote. Okay, now NLC, that's Nigeria Labour Congress, faults fresh petrol price hike, says federal government insensitive. Labour fears hike will fuel food crisis, labor fears hike will fuel food crisis. We discussed this last week. That was on Saturday. That the increase in price of fuel will affect every stratas of the economy. And you know what that means in Nigeria, a country that depends on petroleum. What do you expect? It will definitely affect us in all ramifications. Okay, to another one, increase in line with rising crude price. Increase in line with rising crude price, says Dangote. Of course, gentleman Mike said he has no business with any international no price as regards fall in the country. That we own it, we produce it, and Nigerians need to enjoy this, not a body determining the price of fuel for us. We are the producers of this. We have this crude in our country, and we also have refineries. He's less concerned about any international bodies determining the price of fuel for us. Now to another one. Gaza, UN, that's United Nations orders chair as freed Israelis reunite with families. Freed Israelis reunite with families. We have it on the front page of the Punch newspaper. 89,000 Nigerians denied Schengen visa in 2 years, says report. You can go to page 16 to get more of these reports. Now, Catholic Church suspends data priest over secret U.S. wedding. You can see this on page 4. If you're interested to read the story, go to page 4 to read it. Page 4 of the Punch newspaper. Now to another one, which is Niger explosion. Tinubu Buhari orders mourn as death toll hits 86. Tinubu Buhari mourns as death toll hits 86. You can see it right on the front page of the Punch newspaper. You can go to page 23 to get more info on this story. Edo Tribunal, police tighten security as violence rises. Police tighten security as violence rises. You can see this on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Now to another one on labor crisis, the feud going on in the midst of these politicians under the umbrella of the Labour Party. Obi Otis caretaker panel drags Aburi before Supreme Court. I hope the Labour Party sees an end to the feud that is going on in the party. Please do something needful to it to end the crisis going on in the Labour Party. Mass deportation fear. Border closure as Trump returns to White House. Wow, a great one. Border closure as Trump returns to White House. Action in place. Mr. Action in place. Trump has returned to White House. All right, over 18 transmission towers vandalized in January, says TCN, and down the paper, Niger tanker explosion, death toll hits 86. Niger tanker explosion, death toll hits 86. 80 buried in mass grave. 80 buried in mass grave. Corruption allegation, no evidence in UK. Dizani stole Nigeria's funds, says Ozekoma. That's a renowned senior advocate of Nigeria, Mike Zekome. No allegations, no evidence in UK. Dizani stole Nigeria's funds, says Ozekome. Now to another one, pages 5 and 9. New dawn as Trump returns to White House. New dawn as Trump returns to White House. Is it a new dawn? So the Africans there, especially Nigerians, would you call it a new dawn to Nigerians in America? New dawn as Trump returns to White House. So some call him racist. Should we say we don't have a racist in government of America? But we can't say that. But that's what Obama's wife said. Called him, right? He's a racist. But I'm not saying him that way. I'm not saying him that way. Okay. Hakuna is saying he's here that he's a racist. Jonathan to Nigerians. Japa countries were also built, developed by people. Japa countries were also built, developed by people. All right, like I said earlier on. Good morning, Chima. How you doing? Like I said earlier on, I have my respondents at the newsstand, and we are ready, together to dissect issues this morning, especially the Mambila Power project, which has been causing serious issues before we commenced this program this morning. You're welcome to City Stand once more. I'm Michael Adekunle, the anchor of the program. Thank you so much, all the viewers. I will go to the comment section to see what our esteemed viewers are saying there. Very, very important to acknowledge the presence of our viewers this Monday morning, the 20th of January 2025. What are the viewers saying uh, in the comment section? What are they saying in the comment section? We need to quickly take a look at what the viewers are saying this morning. All right. Good morning to all the viewers in the comment section. I have Fabian here this morning saying good morning to every one of us. Yeah, Fabian is watching from UK. You're welcome on the program, Fabian. Egbona Kingsley, Madrid. Good morning, Mr. Michael. Good morning to you. Egbona Kingsley. We have Omorigbe Igbi Noba. It should be from Edo State, right?
That's my area.
Yeah, okay. Good morning.
It's my brother, Mr.
Good morning, my big lovely city stand. I really love you guys. Happy new another week. All right, happy new week to you. Oluwashino Craig. Good morning, city stand from UK. Good morning to you, Oluwashino. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and you can please join today's conversation, join today's discussion by commenting in the comment section. We are here to read it out. We are here to review it together. Thank you so much for joining us. And so, the first person that do comment on the platform, Gladys Oyabo. She has not commented today, but I'm saying good morning to you, Gladys Oyabo. And to Mrs. Enoma, thank you so much. Good morning to you, Mrs. Enoma. She has not commented, but I'm greeting her. Mr. Ben in Germany as well. Thank you so much for watching us. I know some of you are watching presently. And to King Harry, who is enjoying himself in Lagos on the island. King Harry, good morning to you.
Now in the town. You know what it means. He's in the town. You know, what it means.
I don't
know where you the palace of the palace.
Now I've given him another name.
I'm just greeting someone.
Yeah, that's why I say he's the palace of the palace. He's around. The king himself.
All right, thank you so much. The chief is here too. Who there's a Chima? Good morning to you.
I love that.
Very super. There's a team. When you reach overshadow me, can't overshadow me here. I can say that.
I think he's already envisaging what will happen today.
I said, use your language. Say car wrong. Allow me to do the interpretation. He's around, he's available. And this morning, today is Monday, something is happening in Uptown.
He's unavailable. You know, if he's all right, thank you so much, my good respondents on the program. Let's quickly get straight to the business of the day. Talking about Mambila Power project. That is what we'll be discussing this morning. But before going into that, let's quickly look at Ondo State local government election. Oppositions are reacting to this. 16 out of 18 cleared.
What's the meaning of that? I don't know. I've been expecting something apart from that. That's the reality. That's the situation on ground. You know, he who pays the piper dictates the tone. At the end of the day, that is where we are heading to. You know, whoever that is on the throne dictates what happens. No opposition, no, everybody is settled one after another. Nigeria politics is powered by money, not by ideology.
So was that not a reflection of people's decision?
Where is the decision? How much are you buying pure water now? Leave that in here. But you are still enjoying in Lagos. So,
The Ondo State election is what I'm talking about.
you are still enjoying in Lagos State. When you cross the boundary, where you know that before you go and fetch water, you need to carry something for your head. When I went to village, I went to farm. Yes, I went to farm.
Wow,
Bro, now what for you? I went to farm. Do you understand what I mean? So if you don't go to farm, how would you be able to look at things from the way other people see it?
Thank you, sir.
When you go to farm, you now discover that there are women who live on every Eke day. There are people who live on every Nkwo day. There's women who live on every Afo day. What do they do? How do they survive? They don't have electricity, no light, no road, nothing.
No water.
Do you know how they survive? They calculate themselves. They know in the next Afo market, they need to do small akidi, do small corn, do small pap, do small something. Elderly people do small garri, take it to the market before they survive. You can not see government presence there. So what do you see in a semi-urban area? Mike, please listen.
Okay.
What you see in semi-urban area is different from what you see in the suburb. People who are in urban area, a little bit sophisticated, can base their survival on what enters their hand from the big men, because the thing is not adequately, judiciously distributed. So, for you to give me service, I have to pay for it. Remove ideology, remove party, APC, remove PDP, remove Labour Party. What Nigeria is interested in? Can you give me a cup of egusi or garri or beans or rice? I will vote for you for that moment. And that's it. So, for me, it has become a norm. It has become a way of understanding that Oga is Oga, Oga is still there in charge. Until Oga first to do the needful, those who are playing with him will not get to see him. That's when you can only see another political party taking over power or another person assuming the position, political position in that regard. So that's the reality. Whether they sweep the whole local government or not, bro, that is the factor, a clear factor in Nigeria.
No, before I move on, I think I need to check out what Odeze Chima has written here. He said, Mr. Michael, can you now see that there is nothing like local government autonomy?
This way I'm
let me tell you, Mike. Let me tell you, Jake.
Which means the state still has control.
Let me tell
I said
you,
it that day.
bros. Respect government. There are people who went to school to study propaganda, and they need to practice whatever they study in that regard. There are all manner of things you can see, and government is ready to employ them to achieve a certain aim. Remember what we dragged about the issue of Port Harcourt refinery. Why are they bringing cosmetic approach to these things? It's because of corruption. They want to. It's not as if local government autonomy is not ideal. It's not as if the state police factor. It's not all these things. They will just ferry it at the end of the day.
Okay, no, to Mr. Lucky.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to this?
You know, when people were jubilating, local government autonomy, Tinubu has all this, I was just laughing at that and saying, look, except if National INEC conduct election, where you have APC, PDP, Labour Party, just the way in national, there's going to be competition. But just near local government, where APC clear the whole party, PDP clear the whole party, I mean, the fund that will be coming to local government will be as usual. So what is the benefit now? What is the shouting? The autonomy, local government, yeah, we are going to the same thing. Ondo clear all their this thing, not even one. They are really party.
Out of 18.
Okay, 16 out of 18. Maybe those two, something happened. I don't know, that make them allow.
No,
now, what I'm saying,
Or they just wanted to leave.
Create a picture
just like what happened in Calabar. Just like what happened in Calabar. I don't know about they reserve one local government for Akpabio.
They say Akpabio negotiate it.
Negotiate. So, sir, you can see now, if allocation comes straight to local government, automatically the governor and the chairman, they will just, as usual. So, what's the need of jubilating?
Can I come in?
I think that's my whole take. It's wrong until INEC conduct national, no matter how bad it is, but it's better that the INEC national, not state or local government, conducting local government. That's why we can get it. If not so, we are still going backward.
Now, let's quickly look at the future implication of this. They've won. APC has won 16 out of 18. But don't you think it will have a ripple effect? Because presently, APC is dominating that region. Don't you think it will have a ripple effect as regards the election or governance in that state? What is the hope of opposition?
Okay. Well, Mr. Mike, thank you very much. Let me first of all address what this man is saying. You see, Nigeria, we like to rubbish every idea, citing an excuse to rubbish a good idea. Now, APC will take over everything, right? Or any party that is ruling. But we are talking about individual now. I'm a member of APC. Does not mean that I will be doomed with you. Remember that man that shouted in Ogun State that was arrested? He was a member of APC. So there will be difference now. Even despite that it is a ruling party that will be controlling, there will be different. There will quite be a different. Nigeria, we just like to rubbish. We look for excuse to rubbish an idea, a good idea. Now you will be hearing fight between governor and chairman. Because chairman has been collecting his own money. You will be see some chairman looking into governors and say, "Okay, I have my own money. You are not the one that will share it for me." Unlike before, that local government chairman, it is governor that will decide. Okay, you collect 50 million naira this month. Take 15 million, pay your salary, and you too take this 1 million naira and go to your house. It will be there will be difference. And a journey of a mind something begin with a step. This is a step. Tomorrow there will be improvement. Now talking about the chance of opposition. I don't think by this time around we don't play game of opposition coming or opposition game. The winner take it all, and some people have been criticizing that. The issue of winner take it all will not take us anywhere. Even in the national level, they wanted to make a law to the extent that if a particular party win, you will leave some percentage, of share to the opposition. Maybe 50% out of your appointments. Maybe constitutionally they want to make it. The idea of the winner take it all, there is no chance for opposition. Let me tell you, people will be saying that Lagos State conduct local government election. You remember when 5 local government was won by opposition? Ibrahim, or what is the name of this man's son? Obanikoro's son. When he won Etiosa, was he able to win? Was he able to govern that Etiosa? To tell you that this country, all of us, will involve in how we make this country stand still, and we are looking for improvement. Local government is part of it. Reform is part of it. Come to state, and there will be improvement upon it. Let's celebrate that one first before we have another one. If you don't celebrate this one, you will not be able to celebrate.
Sorry, the Ogun State chairman you are referring to today, he didn't get justice. He's a member of APC, but he decided to just raise an alarm. What happened to him? He was locked up, removed from chairman because simply said act for his fund. That is a member for APC. But what I'm saying, my brother, national election, under local government, that is why we can have peace. Tinubu are not ready to shift ground. All he knows is that I want to win the whole local government APC. Whether national government APC, we don't have a court again. We don't have a court again.
Let me put just have an input. You see, when you have a new sheriff in town now, which is the Attorney General that is vibrant, right? Attorney General of the Federation single-handedly sue the governors. And he won the case against the governors that let there be let there be liberation, liberate the local government. And some people are saying when they come into sit, you see the docility in us. Some are saying they will still come, governor will still hijack all these things, all this section. I can tell you, majority of us, we are too docile to engage even it's supposed to be a very welcome development for us, in which we're supposed to even celebrate it, because the government is coming closer to us, and each and every one of us will now be, engaging the local government that you are in responsible of development of our area. You are the one to provide water for us. You are the basic amenities. So how come we don't have it? They say when you go, a thug area boy. You see, all those things are just docility excuse. Docility excuse. I'm saying it. I'm saying it, and I mean it. We want to disagree with what is saying. We want miracle to happen overnight while they are still sleeping on their beds. They don't want to partake in engagements. You just come here, you think you come here, you talk to. That was there before they passed the law. Before the law, it was has the law been passed then? What is happening in Edo State? What is happening in Edo State? What is happening in Edo State? If you are correct, you should know what is happening. What is happening in Edo State? The governor suspended all the local government chairman. Elected people. And what did the AGF say? No. What did the AGF say? Answer me, sir. No. What did the AGF say? Answer me now. You want them to go back to APC? Mr. Felix, when the governor said he sacked the whole local government, what is the response of the AGF? It was an interview. It was an interview. He gave direction. He said you cannot expect them. But now you now use backdoor by impeaching them. He now use councillor to impeach the chairman. Now that the governor will just say, the chairman go.
Bros, there's no reason of us opening this kind of unfortunate argument happening in Nigeria. There's no. What we are saying that if they want these things to be functional the way it's supposed to be, let us see. It's not by coming out on the radio and make a certain statement. These things has to go through legislation. God bless you. Yes. You know, we want to see this thing go through process of debate, go through bills and pass into law. Then we'll raise. Anybody can come and say no. Bro, do you know what they do behind the scene?
Yes, now. What we do now?
These governors can decide even at the functionality of local government autonomy. They can still be gentleman's agreement to continue to loot because it's a matter of interest. They can involve local government chairmen to steal and loot.
Yeah, Odile Chima is pointing at something here. Kunle, he said I should tell you, Mr. Mike, please tell Kunle that if the Attorney General is serious, he would have sued the governor of Edo State for infringing against the local government autonomy.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. The local government autonomy, Obaseki encroach the rights of the citizens of Edo State under Oshiomhole when it decamp. So two wrongs don't make a right, likewise, but the game they are playing there is only Edo people that can, you know.
We are saying it now, you are disagreeing.
You are saying it, you are saying you are disagreeing. I still don't understand. Somebody sue all the governor that let local government breathe, let them have their own autonomy and they win. And the governor are having issue with it. Now, after going front and back, they agree that see, let the local government chairman be. When the same Mumu governor of Edo, that it was the policy of his party that said local government should have autonomy. When he came in, he said he sacked all the local government chairman, and the AGF tell him that you dare not. Now he now use his own criminal way through back door. Now, he used the normal process, impeachment. He used local government, he used councillor to impeach chairman, not the word of his mouth. That is to tell you the tendency of criminality that we have among our politicians, that it will be very hard to catch them. Now, you cannot now blame somebody that make efforts to achieve this thing. You should blame people that kill on sabotaging the efforts. That's what I'm saying. Look at this now.
Nigeria should not be seen to be run by just oral words or sentiment or statement, political, whatever it is. Nigeria is a constitutionally different nation, and everything that happens to be seen to be constitutional. A word of Supreme Court is a law. You understand? It has to go through bill. A word of legislation.
Let me just comment a little bit. You see what is happening here now?
What
you
of
are
Supreme
arguing,
Court?
you are arguing on another side, you are on another side. Let us be frank with ourselves here. You see, I will buy family language.
A word of Supreme Court.
A word of Supreme Court is a law of the
It's
land.
a law.
Okay, now you not bring it. Let there be A, and the governor say there must be B.
Somebody
See,
do
B
that
can
one,
never
no,
exist when A say there must be A. A is your authorized authority. Authority. See, let us be frank with ourselves. That governor has a skeleton in his cupboard.
It was one that
You
stupid.
see, why can't you just come? Why can't you just come overnight, and you say everybody go home? Everybody
When you
go
know the law, that's on ground.
and you know the law on your ground, and you say you practice
Who will
law.
enforce it?
Okay, you are a senator
Who will
before.
enforce it?
See,
Does the law permit the
Nobody
governor?
enforce it.
No.
Does the law permit the government to tell the local government chairman to submit their audit accounts?
Yes.
Does the law permit it?
See, when you say the law permits, the law never permit the governor to just sack everybody overnight.
Okay, answer direct
Is it
question.
true?
Answer direct question.
Does it permit the state governor to tell local government chairman to submit accounts?
What he said is that there should be. What I'm saying is that there should be legislation, bills passed to accommodate and make it law and order.
Before you can sack anybody.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Because
The essence of this argument, Oluwa, is that
see what
you can come out.
You are saying a governor.
You can come out.
You are governor.
No, wait.
So who is
Wait. You can come out and say the Supreme Court
stand on their own.
Yes, let me tell you. If the president comes and say there must be local government autonomy, that does not mean that it is working. It's not the government that said it. No, wait. The Supreme Court law. He has to go to the Supreme Court. No. The Supreme Court.
My brother. The government is for who? The government, democracy is for what? For the people. By the people. Abi? For the people. And for the people, by the people. Now, these ones, they just want to eat their cake on the platter of gold. Waiting for one governor, that is the lacuna the governors are seeing in us. Nevertheless, with the security they have, when they see us that we know our rights, all these people saying anything, all these things here, they are just joking. Us they don't see, us the monopoly, us the monopoly of what's it called, the local government come into place now. And what I expect is the masses that holds the local government, that holds the governor themselves, that holds the president themselves, they need to now, talking out. They need to now talking out. They need to very vibrant now.
Let them buckle up.
That's just it.
Hello, sir. The local government election, you understand who is conducting it? It's the state that's still conducting it. It does not look at it. The Supreme Court has spoken, but just as what they do has said, they are not proper legislation. There's no proper legislation.
We just orientation past Supreme Court. Supreme Court says something.
Who is conducting the election? Who is conducting the election?
Another issue. Forget about
Who is conducting the election?
Did the Supreme Court told the governor to conduct the election or told the federal government to conduct the election? What we are saying is that
as it is now.
Hold on. Let me make my point. What we are saying is we are happy that we have a local government autonomy. The money will be going straight to the local government. What we are saying is, hold on. What we are saying, the way they just announced is not going to work until the whole national election, just the way state do, where you have at least like hold on, I'm coming 3 Labour, 2 PDP, 5 APC. That is where this money can be shared. But as far as say governor in the state, the whole governor claim the whole state is not going to work. And hold on, Attorney General can now say anything in Abuja there, but why the state governor will do their own? Who will credit it? I give you an example in Ogun State. In Ogun State, when the chairman stood up and said, "Governor, my people are crying, they have not been paid. No road, nothing." What did they do? They pick the chairman, block it. Today, they have not got justice. When the Attorney General make pronunciation, I don't governor swear in today. It's not after 2 days. He sacked the whole chairman. So please, use council law. Please, pitch them. No sack. No sack. He corrected. He used council law to impeach them. You couldn't sack them. So let's forget about it.
All right, let's continue.
What has Obaseki done to Kule? What has he done to Kule? I don't know. I don't know what Obaseki has done to Kule.
I'm citing that. Yeah, I'm citing that example because charity begins at home. As it is now,
Because you
I'm
have never
using.
stopped mentioning about
No, I have to because that man, he did something that I can never forget since I've been monitoring democratic system.
Are you from Edo State?
Number one, you
See,
can see.
Are you from Edo
but when it
State?
is happening in Ondo,
This is a guy. Are you from Ondo? This is a guy that I thought would have been more Democrat in his way, and he came in. The people that brought him in, he abandoned them, and you know what he now did? He now, puts like 4 or 5 people that are his ally. Then the other one is send them packing. So it was like 4 or 5 people that controlling Edo House of Assembly. What was the excuse? He said he even poured granite to block. He denied. Now these people, I just don't know. This country is so.
I don't know what this. I don't know what this.
You see, why some people that belongs to some government, local government, that are representing the Senate, they are representing the House in that, what's it called, House of Assembly then, and you deny them their privilege.
Anybody that is listening to what Kule is saying,
It happens now.
anybody that is listening to what
It
Kule
was
is
only
saying,
four House of
hold
Assembly.
on, let me. There was
defend what
wait, see, let me. There were crises in the house. There were crisis in the house that almost want to set the state ablaze, and the government came in rescue and said they want to renovate the house. And look at what he's saying.
you can defend the people when they side you. Simple. Let's forget about it. People will defend people. Forget that people is just
All right, gentlemen. We still have other topics to discuss this morning. Now, let's quickly move down to the Mambila Power Project arbitration. We need to talk about this morning. Now, quickly to this day newspaper on this. What's this the same? Former President Olusegun Obasanjo. I want you to listen carefully. Please, let's read it. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo and Muhammadu Buhari, as well as the former Minister of Power, Works and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, are in Paris, France, to testify in the ongoing arbitration case involving the $6 billion Mambila hydroelectric power project. This day land. Now, this is just as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu declared on Saturday that those defending Nigeria in the said case are doing so based on conviction and patriotism, adding he has no intention of involving any Nigerian. That he has no intention of involving any Nigerian. But of course, former President Muhammadu Buhari and Obasanjo are now involved, as well as the former Minister of Power and Work, that's Fashola. Let me move on. However, due to the confidentiality of arbitration proceedings, this day will not report the story in details. Okay, let's leave that aside. Nigeria is accused of breaching the terms of the power project contract awarded to Sunrise Power and Transmission Limited by former President Olusegun Obasanjo in 2023. That's when he was the president of the country. Obasanjo's administration had on or about May 22, 2023, awarded the contract for constructing a 3960 megawatt Mambila hydroelectric power station on a build, operate and transfer (BOT) basis to Sunrise Power and Transmission Company Limited. The former president had accused the Minister of Power and Steel under his own administration, then Dr. Olu Agunloye, of fraudulently awarding the contract for the project without the approval of the Federal Executive Council. That's fake. However, Agunloye rejected the former president's account on the project, alleging that the Nigerian government was using him as a scapegoat to escape sanction for abandoning contractual agreements on the project. Agunloye insisted that the contract for the project was duly awarded in 2023 by the Obasanjo's administration on a build, operate and transfer basis, that's BOT. But Buhari's administration was said to have communicated the decision to cancel the agreement to the promoter of Sunrise Power, Mr. Leno Adesoya. Now, I repeat, but Buhari's administration was said to have communicated decision to cancel the agreement to the promoter of Sunrise Power, Mr. Leno Adesoya, and Mambilla Power in April 2020. Now, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, had also sought to arrest Adesoya and charge him with bribery and economic sabotage, but it denied the allegations and proceeded to arbitration. Adesoya also defended himself against the FCC's decision to declare him wanted after Sunrise Power Transmission Limited was accused of offering bribes to Agunloye to win the contract. Now, the Federal High Court in Abuja, presided over Justice Inyang Eko, had stopped the EFCC from prosecuting Adesoya. Now, I thought our ex-president enjoy this immunity whenever they are out of power.
Mike, what are you? These guys just leave all this matter we are hearing today. It's just something that has become part of the system for years. They are all corrupt, and all of them are involved in that deal. The International Chamber of Commerce, Paris, that has that responsibility of this invitation, made it very clearly. And if you look at the way it is, that 6 billion power project was done on the process of legality, but was corrupted along the line by Nigerian system. It's as simple as that.
It started with
so whatever
it started with Obasanjo's administration.
Oga Obasanjo has never been a saint.
He has never been a saint.
Yes, we know. We know what happened. We know why Fela talked about them, mentioned their names. They are all corrupt. They have been corrupt. But that does not mean we are not going to say one of two things he initiated. But in this issue, I can leave this paparazzi. They are just what it is. At the end of the day, as you are hearing it for the first time, the Nigerian factor will still play in there in Paris, and everything will go the other way. As simple as that. Because if you look at the report from this day, you can see that everything about this project was compromised by the actors themselves.
Yes.
So what are we going to run this issue about going front and back and all that? As simple as that. Thank you.
You know, so there is no how they can bring out those actors, because the actors, I don't always believe what he says, because the main actor that cancelled it is Muhammadu Buhari. Now they are going there to defend. Even if they find Nigerian guilty and they find everything, they will not deal with the major actor. It is this the former minister. That's when they will hold responsible.
Oluwagunloye himself is one of the main actors.
You said what?
Oluwagunloye was arrested when that Mambilla Power project came on board, and that project will have even delivered us from darkness in this country. You could see how these people they running down our money, and that's why I say all of them, including if it is President Obasanjo that is involved, if it is what's it called, the other one, Buhari that is involved, if it is Jonathan himself that is involved in the case, they should back all of them, and they should make sure they hold them accountable for all they got themselves involved. President Obasanjo himself came out openly and said the only mistake he had then was he could not handle the power sector very well, that he gave it to his cronies that does not even know anything about power, and that is why today he's regretting that. And do you still remember the Elumelu probe, power probe? Do you know what came out of it? It was maneuvering. They maneuvered what's it called? The hunter now turned to hunted. The hunter turned to hunted, and what's it called? Elumelu went to prison on this case, because they later link a bribery allegation against him and one other man. I think that one is from Akwa Ibom also. They were asking that one, how do you spend 800 million naira? 800 million naira. He said he used part of it to bribe his herbalist, the spiritualist that is helping Nigerian money. All these people need to go to jail, my brother. They should go to jail. You know, what's it called? Trump is a convict already. That convict stigma is still on him as it is. He's a president, but a convict. And that's the backlash on him. Anytime he misbehave, he can tell you, Mr. President, you know you're a convict.
What's happening in your country too now?
So yes, so we have a convict. Anybody that is a convict that is eating our money, let them be answerable for it.
But do you trust President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration on getting justice on this matter?
I think his side that I'm looking at. Maybe himself he has not been coming with a clean hand, but he wants to change the narrative for people to know that he has repented and the norm has to stop. The normal things all these our past leaders has been doing has to stop. Let's turn a brand new leaf, man. Let's turn a brand new leaf. We can't continue like this. Everybody is saying a big power, everything is happening here, and we are the ones suffering for it. And you see, enough is enough. Let's put an end to all this favorism, all this excessivity of of these leaders we have. Once they make one person escape, that's why I say the constitution. You see, the problem we are having that is even paining me to my bone marrow is a whole country of 260 something million that does not have a working constitution. That is more or less like a kangaroo republic. Because you don't have a constitution that is working. You don't have a working constitution. So how do you want to move forward?
Correction. We have a constitution
working.
Hold on. You are saying we don't have a working constitution.
Yes.
They changed our Nigerian national anthem, and which was amended in the Nigerian constitution.
No,
hold on. No, you are saying we don't have a working constitution.
You don't have for the failure to make judicious use of that $6 billion be a reason for our constant for the constant epileptic power supply in Nigeria.
It's majorly part of it. A lot of billions of dollars have gone into make sure that we have a current power, regular power supply in this country. The most popular one is $60 billion went to giant way without result during Obasanjo. Maybe part of it, I'm not well informed about it. Maybe part of it is this $6 billion we are talking about, but there is another $16 billion. There are a lot of billions of dollars that has went into that assets without result. It's very, very unfortunate. So now, if we can, do you know the problem we are having now? If we cannot win that case in Paris, we are going to pay hundreds of millions of dollars as a compensation to that man. If we cannot win,
what if Obasanjo is found guilty of this allegation?
If Obasanjo find guilty, it is Nigeria that find guilty. It's not personally about Obasanjo. That means it's going to be Nigeria that will find guilty. It will now depend on how Nigeria want to handle it, which I think there is nothing we can do. Even if they said Nigeria commit
was awarded under his
administration, there's nothing. That is true. There's nothing Nigeria can.
Macron recently.
So
yes.
You're not speaking to the mic.
No, I'm saying that we are not going to rule out the recent friendship between Tinubu and Emmanuel Macron of France.
Okay.
And why is it that this issue of Mambila is coming up now? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you see some of them make certain movements the way it is, you must understand there are either business or political interest or selfish interest. This thing have been lying down for years. I remember this Bola Ahmed Tinubu too is not a cent in high-level corrupt engagement. It's not a cent. Whatever you see there that is playing out about Mambila currently now, my brother, it is just Oga is. You understand what I'm saying? You don't understand what I'm saying? Do you understand my language? You understand? I said this thing is coming from France, Paris, and I'm beginning to wonder possibly what has thrown up this thing might be the movement we saw recently between Emmanuel Macron and Tinubu recently. it can be as a relation based on that movement. What I'm saying is that it has political undertone, it has business undertone, and significantly it has selfish undertone. But I'm coming. I've not finished.
Okay.
The mystery surrounding whatever that's happened. Watch this matter at the end of the day. Something is going on the ground, and it will die like the previous ones, the way it will go. This is just distraction. It's just a mere distraction. When they are talking about this kind of a thing, project, have we not budgeted more than that since that 2003 now? Have we not budgeted more money for the power sector? Why is it that we are not still having light? So whatever is the issue at this point, my brother, whatever I am not seeing this thing seeing the light of the day. As simple as that.
Before the year, so what I want to say is that this man it's like this man don't understand what is happening. It is not Nigeria that established case. It is the sunrise that sue Nigeria for breach of contract. Now it is for us to go and defend. We just want to defend Nigeria. That's why the people involved. That's why people involved. So when everybody like to attach sentiment to everything that is a political tone, that he has a religious tone, then we are not going to move forward. Is that a good move by the president? Very good move. It's a good move. So save of $500 million. Seen as a corrupt. Yes, but that is a corrupt person. I agree that Tinubu is a corrupt person, but we are all involved in the corruption. It's not safe. Obasanjo is not safe. The weak, which go after witches. Babalawo go after Babalawo. Don't you know that spirit fight spirit, Christian fight Christian? When it's come to stand, Paul and Barnabas, they look at themselves face to face. They are followers. So corrupt person can also fight a corrupt person. Therefore, sometimes they will say, let me tell you something. Sometimes they say, can a house stand if it stand against itself? Sometimes for a house to stand, they have to divide against themselves. They have to look themselves in the eye, so that they will look at what is happening and settle it out. Sometimes corrupt people can fight corrupt. Thief fight thief now. You never hear that two thieves go into a house and somebody is doing something that they not mean for them, like raping, and they will say, that is not what you are coming to do. And they start fighting. Have you ever heard something like that? So corrupt can fight corrupt. So that is my point. I cannot, because of that, on that platform, condemn what is happening.
All these leaders, they are fond of that atrocity. Do you remember the Aliboti scandal? The Aliboti scandal now, Nigeria lost billions of dollars. Now we could not recoup it. And this one is coming up again. The Aliboti was when this guy was power then. I think it was Jonathan and what's it called? It started from the Abacha era. Then when Jonathan came in, as of that time, he inherited some of the cases on ground. Up till now, Nigerian billions of dollars went down the drain on the Aliboti scandal. And we are saying we are hungry. We are saying this country is a poor country. We are saying, I mean, you can see. I think we are having a bit of spiritual problem in this country, and I have to say it, and I can say it loud and clear again. If not spiritual problem within our leaders, that is affecting the youth that's becoming docile. As it is now, we youth need to be upright now, because all this money, they are just in custody of the money. It's our money. Once we start realizing that it's our government of the people, we people, by the people, and for the people.
Now, would you laud the Attorney General's move, that's Latif, now Attorney General's move in making the former President Muhammadu Buhari testify in Paris?
Definitely.
Because, of course, you remember he visited Buhari in Daura.
Yes. To go and invite him.
Yeah.
You know what? He went on to invite Buhari in Daura there. That's what they started. That's turned to liability on Nigerians. Come and explain your own side, your own aspect. What's your involvement? because this is what they are saying. Mr. Buhari is the president. You know that thing happened when they wanted to change the currency, that they said the Buhari has a signature. They stamp his signature on it. Later it came out that it wasn't part of the signature that they said he signed. So whether he's lying, whether he's letting go and face the trial, it's not above the law. As we can see this, it will serve as a deterrent that anybody can be probed. The president can be probed. Nigerian president is most powerful president, quote and unquote, because they are the only president you cannot probe. When they leave power and they have all the power in their hands, they control the judiciary, they control every sector. But now, the way I'm saying things now, that's Attorney General as it is now. He started with the, he was the one that he took that case to the court for the liberation of the local government autonomy. Local government autonomy is for we now to back it up with his law. Now I can go to my local government now and say, Mr. What's it called? This one, Odumbaku, that is there. That I don't even know what he's doing for now because I've not met him. I've not seen any impact on me. Now I can say, Mr. Odumbaku, how do you spend my money? And what I need to do is to get a lawyer. A lawyer will sue the Attorney General. Write the petition Attorney General. So from there, the case will come up. But how many of us, with our docility, we just come? Nobody will. So nothing come on the platter of Odo. Nothing. You have to struggle for it. You struggle for your rights.
Before I move to Mr. Tete and Mr. Olagide, let me quickly ask: will this testimony by Buhari set precedent for future presidents, to be held accountable, with their actions while in office?
See, that is a good question. See, it's a welcome development. See, Nigeria have come very far away. When anybody that in a position of power can do anything and go scot free. See, we are all suffering because of those illegality that the former rulers have committed. You see, when you look about this case now, this case is billions of dollars, not naira. Yeah. You see, there was a time earlier in Buhari when they say Obasanjo, whether you know $16 billion for power sector, at the end of the day, the money gone. Buhari now asked Obasanjo, say, if he should bring document and open it for him. That time Obasanjo was like, maybe was trying to tackle Buhari government. See, what we are seeing now is like there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel. But the reality on ground is that how is Nigeria feeling generally? Generally, Nigeria, they don't even know what is happening. You know what I'm saying? Because hunger has taken away the land, insecurity has taken away the land. So when you are now fighting justice, nobody will listen. Majority of Nigeria don't even know what is happening here, because what they know is that everything is high. The high cost of living is taking them out of ground. So it's like the fame is not common to us. We are not appreciating it. But what I'm trying to see that I believe there's some particles of judgment, because we can't live like this forever more. There must be a stop somewhere, because you are a president and you loot whatsoever you loot and you go free. Let them go and testify. If anybody is found guilty, let him face the rule of the law, and let Nigeria have the praise of a nation. We are just Nigeria. We have trillions that God deposited here for us to live, but there is nothing for us because of those mismanagement. Can you imagine somebody who carries $16 billion, $20 billion? How long are you going to live on this planet when millions are suffering? They do it accordingly, because I know that Tinubu now another mafia on the ground, but make it do the real mafia. Make Nigeria they chop food. We know that 2 times a day. It go better pass it. We don't even see one chop. Then we'll not be happy of what it's doing. But now I don't think majority, including me, we never see anything good in any way.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Mr. Tete, good morning to you. Good morning, Chris. How are you doing, sir? Sir, you can also come close. You can stay here, sir. You can maintain this position. Yeah, the Mambilla Power project is what we've been discussing here, and the likes of the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, Buhari, testifying saying what they know about it. They are explaining what they know about during that time, especially with the money, $6 billion. What is really happening? We don't know what happened to the money. We don't. Is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration doing enough to address the power sector challenges?
Well, coming to this internal one, was Mambila. I think you're talking about the two ex-presidents that is filed in Paris this thing.
Yeah.
Court, have you?
Yeah.
But okay, starting internally here. There's no way the president will fold his arms about this power collapse and all the rest. He will be doing, but we might not see the result until the whole thing is tidied up. Do you understand? There's no way. I cannot stay here now simply because I'm not part of the functionary government function and say that the man has folded his hands. We know that something is going on. And Adelabu, I saw him in channel during the week when he was talking about vandalization. And some of the things that are giving us problem are giving problem narrowly from his own department or his vandalization. But the vandals are doing a lot of. When he synchronized and showed us the wires and so many things the vandals have done, the thing touches me. You understand? So we cannot say that the government is not doing anything in terms of they are doing. But the masses will continue to talk and talk and talk until the final result comes. When the final result comes, when the practical things has come in a practical demonstration or terms, then that's the time the masses will stop talking. But at the same time, they're talking of the masses to mean any government that has human first or government that is masses-oriented government will take criticism as a feedback. You understand? Criticism is very, very good in the government, in anything, because in one of the bodies of knowledge that I study, public relations, we use all those criticisms as a feedback, okay, to align and realign, adjust and readjust, okay? So even that's why I'm not even happy with P2B, who have been giving them feedback, free consultation. Nobody's paying anything. Instead, they will take hate back to him. If I'm P2B, there are so many things I dish out which I cannot dish out. During the time of Abacha, and there's somebody who was before Abacha. Who was that person? The leader before Abacha came in. Babangida. Babangida was messing up. Abacha was there, was one of the reasons. Abacha kept quiet. He didn't say anything. Babangida continued to mess up. That is political tactics. It was when Abacha came to the podium that started to be shot his own. Abacha was the first person who said that let us have our own environmental politics. Europe, leave us. This one, leave us. Let Abacha tried in a way until this. You understand? So P2B talking too much is giving free consultation. So he has made enough noise. Let him stop there, because you can't give somebody who does not want something to give. As I'm here, I can't force anybody. This I'm doing here now, I'm doing it for this. I can't get at my age. I told PDP when they were using me, wanted to overuse me at the second. I said I didn't receive free scholarship. I didn't receive a scholarship. I bought me that kind of private, so nobody should overuse me. So as it is, government should use criticism as a feedback to adjust and adjust, not to hate and hatred. Now, this criticism they are giving about NEPA, all right? I am saying that government is doing something. Okay. Government is doing something. It is when the final result comes that the masses will know that government is doing something. I cannot, because I'm not in government, that say they are not doing something, okay?
All right, I'm still coming back to you. Mr. Olajide, how would you address the move by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to address the mystery behind the Mambila project, especially it's the failure? And again, the move by the president to make sure the ex-presidents like Muhammadu Buhari and Obasanjo testify to this development.
See, if you cast our mind back to the issue of Mambila's electricity project, I think this is back to the inception of the Obasanjo administration. If I'm correct, I stand to be corrected anyway. I think that's even the government that awarded the contract. If I stand to be corrected by anybody, but the whole matter was shrouded in secrecy. The process that led to the award of that contract was not meaningful. I don't think there's a building process undertaken for that project to be, before it was awarded. I think it was more, of course, yes, it could be that, there's what we call the preferred bidding, selected bidding. you contact only few people that you know they are capable of doing it to reduce the number of people that will come in. Yes, I believe that could be that. But I doubt the process of that, the process that led to that award has been sincere, has been corrupt free.
Continue what you're saying, sir.
So if you see the process, the way you go about doing something that is right, if you take a wrong process, if you follow a wrong way to do something that is right, you cannot tell me the ends justify the means. No, the means by which it gets to that ends itself is a process that must be seen to have passed through a credibility test and survive and come out clean passed. The process of that contract, how it eventually got to be awarded, it was not a clean process. And that yes, it was surrounded by a lot of dirtiness and corruption, and so at the end of the day, some people who just must have been aligned at the end of the day, because if you go through a process that is clean, open, transparent to you, if you lose, you go home, you go accepting defeat. But if you are sidelined, you are maligned, you are agile, you are coerced, there's a force that was exerted for you to place you advantage over some people. Why some people are giving preference? You will not happy. You will always want to fight back. That's what's happening now. I think those who thought that you are not giving fair process, if you have been given fair process to participate in that building, constant building, and if you have lost level, they will happy about it. They are the one that's now, if they are the one that's now swinging up this thing, it's okay. It's for the president of Nigeria. But every government is a continuity. If Tinubu find out that there's more to this contract that must be known than what we are told, he has the right to do that. Trump is being sworn in today. Trump over the weekend said raiding of illegal migrants will start today, just like our president Tinubu on the day was inaugurated. He said subsidy is gone and we are facing that's today. If Tinubu find out that there's need for of this matter to be known, that what surrounds this the new project that is touching life of Nigeria, what goes on about it is right to know about it, and let him tell us what's at discover. Was the process that led to the award was the problem? Was money available siphon? What are those things that is what are those things that had this?
The then Minister of Power and Steel,
yes,
was accused of fraudulently and fraudulently awarding the contract without the approval of FEC.
Okay.
That's the Federal Executive Council.
Okay.
Which, of course, at that time, he had a boss.
Yes. The president.
Who is Obasanjo.
Yes.
Now, the FCC is investigating. Is investigating. Now, if Obasanjo is found guilty of this allegation, and as well, Agunloye, do you think EFCC would go after Obasanjo, who we believe enjoys immunity as an ex-president, or would EFCC just go after the former Minister of Power and Steel, Agunloye?
Mr. Mike, thank you for reminding me some of those past.
Because whether we like it or not, Obasanjo is involved.
Yes.
His name has been mentioned.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me some of those parts of this matter. I remember that amount of money surpasses what a minister can do. If what a president can give, it must pass through fake. That's the limit to which a minister can award. That's the limit to what president himself, even though the commander-in-chief, there's a limit to what he can singularly award. There's a limit of which it must pass through Federal Executive Council collective decision before it will not be awarded. Yes, I remember that thing was passed.
And do you think the man could have done it alone?
Yes.
That's Agunloye.
Now,
is it possible?
Only him. I knew that time. Yes, I remember some of the parts of the case now. That Obasanjo said that file never got to his table, and it was not presented at the FEC. So if Agunloye has done that personally, it's just a matter of looking at the law of the land. once the process of award such a contract follows, it's a matter of law of the land. If the matter of law of the land says that this process was decision was sidelined in Arabian at this, then whatever agreement have done will not stand of time. It's not and void. Yes, because yes, if the process says then that for such amount of contract to have said to, it must pass through this state, and it was bypassed. So whatever it was done was illegal. So in that case, Obasanjo, who held strongly that this matter did not pass through the system that was in place and by the law of the land, have a right to stand by that. And if the agitation could investigate and see that, look, this is what process is stated that you must pass through, and you burn office just like PID in Britain. PID that was that Buhari fought for. It was this president. That is exactly what we experienced. If the process outlined by the law of the land, if they go outside it, then whatever agreements have done, that company cannot hold Nigeria responsible for it. Because the law of the land is what informs what is done. That means that Agunlo is the one to be held responsible. For number one, breaching the law of the land and corrupt practices. Because if he has good intention, he would have subjected that contract to pass through the system. Why does the minister have the power to sign 6 billion contract? Even President Obasanjo does not have power of that time. FEC must approve it, then he will not act on authority of FEC. So Ogulu Agunloye should be the one to be responsible if the process that thing should have followed was bypassed. And which means that's what Obasanjo was standing upon. That as far as concerned, he won't implement, he won't fund this project. Other presidents also came, they saw what was on ground. Johnson did not fund it as well. Buhari did not fund it as well. So if these 3 presidents have come, if these 3 presidents in succession have found that this process was sidelined and we won't commit Nigerian state resources to it, that means Olu Agunloye should be made assassinate to Olu Agunloye as the one who corruptly decided to play smart game for self-interest. Then the whole essence of this probe should be centered on him. I'm not saying they should leave other president anyway, but because after Obasanjo, Jonathan came, he didn't fund it. Buhari came, he didn't fund it. Tinubu has not equally funded it. Yes, on. So that means he must have seen some fight. So only they want to show that.
Come out and say what you know about it.
Yes. So you need
as president,
the box office they might be brief on some facts about that matter. So now he want to bring it open to the public that this is truth. But I'm telling you, if Obasanjo could be found liable, he's no longer president. He doesn't have immunity again. There's no immunity after office. Even Trump, Supreme Court judgment told Trump that he only have immunity on things that you do as the state. If it's a personal criminal matter, your immunity does not cover you. So Obasanjo is no longer president.
Does it happen that way in Nigeria?
Well, Obasanjo is no longer president. Mr. Mike, there's a point we will get to that we will see some radical changes that will come. Some people just dare. Some people just dare.
Convict him.
Some people just hello sir. Yeah. You may think something cannot happen. Okay. You may think something cannot happen. Okay. You will be sure to see that something may happen. You open your eyes and say, yes, that's happened. Don't dare it that nothing can happen. What is permanent changes? If successful president have not been tried, have not been investigated and tried, it can start from somebody. Trump that been responding today is facing criminal charges. He has even been indicted, only waiting for a sentence. So that could be something that will change one day in the system. And don't doubt it. Obasanjo could be investigated. Look where it's going. It's not Nigerian enclave. It's not Nigerian city. It's not Nigerian region. It's going outside the country, and they don't give a parallel. Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, have been indicted by ICC. If you go to any country where they don't like him, they can arrest him and hand over to ICC. So that's the current Prime Minister of Israel. So anything can happen to anybody anywhere. For the one that has not been happening, does not mean it won't happen. No. What is permanent is the change. Obasanjo could be indicted, they can bring it out. And once they throw up the fast that this is, hello, Mr. President, former president, this thing you are indicted, then the next thing for him to now go and clear himself in the court of law, go and prove his own sense. So that it may not happen, it may happen. So let's people come up with, I hope he's not playing to the ground anyway. Let's himself come up with the fact of this matter and show the Nigerians So let everyone who has been alleged, that's what who have been alleged to have case to answer, go and clear his name. Go and clear your name in the court of law. Bring your evidence to clear your name. Then you have been alleged that you are involved in my presence in this as far as this matter is concerned. Go and clear your name. So let's even give us that part and figure of the matter. So people that be alleged to come and clear his name.
All right, Mr. Tete, you said you have something to say.
Yeah, you see, philosophers say before now that this war is a global village. And the world has become global village now than ever because of the IT we have, you understand? And in the legal space where we are, many cases in the court, we don't preempt it, we don't say so much about it. This case now is in the court now. They are there discussing. So as one of them, I may not be comfortable to start discussing it here now when the case is over there. You understand? And mark you, if I should say something internally, I'm not talking about that Paris this because the case is in the court. I'm not discussing it now. Mark you that that's what we call executive corruption. Okay? Executive corruption, when you're discussing it as a private individual, I have to be very careful here internally, okay? But for now, under this, that the case is in the court. In the legal space, we don't discuss it. That's why I cannot discuss it now.
But don't you think this will serve as a deterrent to other political office holders?
Yes, let the case come out. When it come out, we know if there's a deterrent. Mark you, underscore, I say executive corruption. Tinubu has said something before he left here, you understand? So, as an individual, I will know.
Is there anything like executive corruption?
Yeah.
Is corruption not corruption?
You know it in Nigeria, there's executive corruption. Over there's nothing like executive corruption. Your president can go to jail. Here, how many of our presidents have gone to jail? That's the question you have.
How many of our presidents have testified?
That's all right.
Yeah, in the courts.
That's all right. How many? They are there now to testify because it's a foreign court. If you call them here in Nigeria, they will not come. They will. So that's why you have to be very careful. I won't waste my time to discuss or claim something that is in the court, which is against the ethics of legal practice. You understand? So that is that. Let's talk another thing internally.
Can I come on that, sir? Right, yes. From little understanding education I've learned from legal luminary, legal experts, they told us that we can discuss on the matter that's in court. Only you don't discuss to the point of whereby it will now begin to threaten the judicial process of education of that matter in the court. That you don't begin to take a side, you don't begin to come to a conclusion. That your talk must not be conclusive because it's a trial. Instead, you can talk. That, but you must not talk conclusively that this man is innocent or this man is guilty. No. But they are still able for you to comment. But conclusive talking is what is not permitted on any matter that be in front of law. That I can talk. So that's just to chip in.
Do you have another thing to discuss?
All right, the local government election on those states, okay. APC cleared 16 out of 18. What do you have to say?
You see, when I saw that thing in television or paper, it's time we begin to caution ourselves. For quite a long time now, any state that is being ruled by PDP, when it comes to local government election, PDP will clear the whole local government. Anyone that being ruled by APC, when it comes to APC, will clear the whole everything. This is dirtiness. That's why in law we say there's no sanity in politics. There's no sanity. How do you say now that this, which means what they are weeping and clamoring is that the ruling party there has already known what is in place. They are the people who will receive the ballot box. They are the people who receive this. They will not allow. Look at how APC went and they removed PDP from their secretariat, either Port Harcourt or Edo. This is not hidden. That's why we're saying we don't have election here. What we have is election. What they have done there is election, not election. So this is dirtiness, political rascality. It's not proper. You, even a minor, should know that this is not practicable. So it's a high time for us to come and start election, and that's why we are clamoring that the present INEC chairman should be removed, and there should be a proper reformation of INEC. Okay? If it's not INEC, let it be INEC. private national executive decision. Do you understand? INEC is independent. INEC is no more independent. It's private. Some private people are using it. We can call it private electoral organization. Do you understand? Instead of INEC, because INEC is not independent. If INEC is independent now, this thing will not happen. What's happening on Ondo? Because the chain of command is still there. Because it's INEC that conducted it there. That is local or state, they call SEC. Okay, state INEC, okay? So the chain of command is there. Whatever happened there now, it is the INEC that will have to be blamed. And you can't blame INEC that have been in the private pocket, but is not independent. So it's a high time for us to do a reformation. INEC is one of the first agency of government that should be reformed, even before the police. INEC. Because we don't have election again. What we have is election. How can just the whole local government, one party clear it? It's not normal and it's not proper.
I do think this will be an obstacle, serve as an obstacle to the operation of full operation of local government autonomy.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And why they're starting to do that is so that they will have the whole money, so that the governor will still have eye on that. Because if it's 4, 5, 6 political parties that come together to win, there's no way governor will have eye on that local government listen. You understand? So that's what we're talking about. That these things are not healthy at all. We should find out there's something that is in my head that I want to download that I've not strictly remembered.
You will still remember.
In respect of that election.
Mr. Logide, you heard what Tete said, that whenever APC is on seat, they will clear it.
Swept.
It is opposition. It's PDP too.
Yes. They swept.
Now, is this the Labour too will clear?
They swept.
Is it healthy for our democracy?
That's our democratic.
Mr. Mike and my global anchorman, you see, we are not having democratic process in Nigeria. What we have in our country presently are people who have conquered our political sphere, our political space. They have conquered this. They have pocketed this. They are dishing out from their pocket to us what they seem, what they feel we are entitled to, according to their judgment, according to their own mindset. It's not a process whereby we are the custodian of the sovereignty, of the right, of the power to cede part of sovereignty to them to represent us. We Nigerians, the populace have been conquered, so they have pocketed us. We are not in any way. The position we're supposed to occupy as far as democracy is concerned. And what happens is this: the people that have conquered this system, their percentage is just few. That's why I knew that it's not their problem, it's our problem. It's a massive problem. Their percentage is less than 10% of the Nigerian population. Total population of politicians, people in power, they are not up to 50 million compared to 220 million Nigerians. What happens to the remaining masses? Who are the owners? Who are the masters? Who are the owners? Who are the authority of the whole sovereignty, of the whole right, of the whole everything? But we have been docile. We have been active. We are not rising up to the demand to claim what's rightfully belongs to us. And until we take a step of doing that, these few percentage of people will always have their way doing whatever they like. So that's why it come about, because when the person who appoints the head of the INEC is from the executive, will you go and appoint from opposition side? Will you go and appoint people that will not work in the favor? Now, if the process is so that the electoral body, that people that come to that space of administering, administering the authority on it, come from independent people, independent, pick. That's the process that bring them up to independence way of emergence, not executive having in hand it, or the citizen don't have any. You see, look at Ghana. President of Ghana, they lost election because the system that brought the electoral system in place is not for me. It does not have input of the executive, neither the legislative. Human rights people, they come through screening. Human rights, interest that bring these people up are from the masses, are from the populace, and they pick people who have no allegiance, who have no allegiance, allegiance to any party. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. Until we have a change in the system a structural change in the system, whereby the process of election is not just go to the polling booth and cast your votes and result declared. Election start from the institution that will handle the electoral process itself. Election start from there. So if you want to build our electoral system, let's begin to look into those who emerge as managing our electoral institutions. How do they emerge? What's their credibility? What's their who are they? As do we have authority? Have we got the opportunity to screen them? As masses has the opportunity to screen them. If masses have the opportunity to screen them, we now put there something before the public for commentary, for complaint. So that's what will begin to shape our. So but this system we have, it will always bring up what we have in Ondo. APC government will also win. We always win. Philip will always win. Labour will always win. Every party in the state will, and then our party must be reformed as well. So that we no longer put. No, we must separate leadership of the party from the government of the state. We should not be making the governor the leader of the party. No, party executive structure must be on its own. Use the executive run the government. They have been elected of it. Let party functionary authority be on its own. That can discipline even the governor, the president, and co. Right. That we will have a really good electoral system.
Two things I want to say.
Okay. You want to download?
Yes. Now just 2 things only. The need for us to have independent electoral body that will be free from executive interference. Let me give you a practical example. Look at the impeachment of Obasanjo now. In Lagos. It was easy without any scheme pen because all of them are from one party. And even there's 3, 4, 5 parties in that house, there's no way it would have been easy for Obasanjo to be impeached. All right? So these are some of the dangers and the negative tendencies of having one-party system. The same thing is applicable in the whole Nigeria. And this APC is trying to lord the whole thing over us now to have one-party system. By the time we have it, at the end of time, they will see the danger of it. They themselves. I said this some weeks ago that even the president said, look at, Arabian, we have 5 political parties at Lagos Assembly now. There's no way they are not wrangling and what have you before the impeachment. Before the impeachment. Yeah, the argument was smooth because it was one body, Jack, Governors Advisory, yes, GSC, Governors Advisory Council that dictate the best. If they don't dictate the best, and the very eagle eyes of the governor is within that GSC, they are one and the same. You understand? So there's no question, no argument, no pro and con that the whole thing went smoothly like this. They should do see it from that standpoint because that's what I call microcosm state 3 weeks ago. Lagos State House of Assembly should serve as a microcosm state now for the whole Nigeria, for them to know. A small set of units that represent the entire lot. That's what we call microcosm. You know, so many other states take example and cue from Lagos State. Now they have seen the danger of one party system that is dangerous. What happened to them? Nobody, Obasanjo has gone. Nobody will play again. You understand? Because it's one party. So that's why I make the eyes of the executive. There should be independent body that should, institute or put INEC in place, free from executive, because there's information we had when they wanted to put this INEC man, Mahmoud, out of the whole APC people. It's only Amechi that raised eyebrow, not me Amechi. That that Mahmoud should not be appointed as this. He told the people that since Mahmoud and the Jagaban belong to the same caucus, that will not be proper because Jagaban is going to contest. Buhari insisted. All of them, even Obasanjo, all of them, they were against it. They say there's no way you bring Mahmoud, who is in the same caucus with Jagaban, to do this. Look at the result now. Buhari, who is a kind of this, insisted that he will go there because that's the time they started like Olajide said, the beginning of INEC, right the time they started. You understand?
Frank Prince is saying that not INEC chairman is the problem. Yes. Nigerians are the problem because they can't defend their votes.
No. It's not Nigerian per se. When people are helpless, when people are hungry, Frank is name, Abi. Yes, when people are helpless, okay, when people are hungry, a hungry man is not angry, he's weak. A hungry man is weak. Like Olajide has said, or Femi, They have stripped us naked. We cannot exercise our franchise again in its right sense. You understand? So you can't lay the blame on the nation, okay, on the masses. Yes, there's a blame on the masses. For instance, there are two Yoruba guys now that are talking. Dele and the one on that show. If we should decide, like the man is talking, that let us die, we will not die. We can change the things. The young man are talking and watching them.
Unless Nigeria elects good leadership, all this nonsense will not stop. Frank Prince.
Not stop. Yes, it's true. It's true. How we elect this is? Look at it. One this thing here, one Ohaneze president out of the three factions. Say here that the Eastern governors are our problem in respect of Nnamdi. He wrote it here. But some people have been speculating it. You see here, Southeast governors are Igbo's problem.
Factional leader speaks fire.
Yes. Understand?
Factional.
Yes, factional. Okay. Our governors are our problem. So that's how it is. So these people now, it's not only the masses that is the problem. It's doing something. Both the masses and the people that are leading.
All right, Mr. Tete, our leaders are corrupt.
Yes, we know. Yes, executive corruption. It's difficult to deal with executive corruption. When we have executive, because they are level of corruption. When you say executive corruption, it's difficult to deal with it. Like somebody was saying when I came here, that will be business as usual. That this one they are discussing this. As far as it's executive corruption, no, he didn't call it executive. All right, he used a different semantics. When he touches executive corruption, there's nothing you can do. All right.
Okay, Mr. Kule is not here, but Robert Uche is saying something. Kule, stop saying that Nigeria have a spiritual problem. Nigeria has no spiritual problem. Okay, Mr. Kule is here.
Okay, let me
I think I concur. We don't have spiritual problem. We have physical, political, and leadership problem. Nothing like spiritual problem.
All right, Benjamin, we need to go. We need to go this morning.
Okay, let me say good morning to them.
All right.
Good morning, good evening. May the Lord Almighty be with you people.
All right.
Bless you and your family.
All right.
Thank
you so much. We need to go on the program this morning. Gentleman Mike, tomorrow, please. Thank you so much, all the viewers all over the world. And Mr. Femi, I think you need to appreciate Mr. Richard in Germany.
Mr. Richard,
you are among the first three persons.
Thank you very much
on the program.
God bless you. May God continue to provide for you and remain blessed. You have been blessed and remain blessed. Thank you very much.
What up, Mr. Lucky? Yes, Mr. Lucky.
Mr. Lucky
has gone.
On his behalf.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, sir.
What happened, Mr. Akunle? You are not. Are you among the first three?
I came early this morning. I even came before Lucky.
No, you are not here before, Mr. Lucky.
But I was here earlier.
Where were you?
I was here. I greeted you.
Was he here before?
No, when you were setting. No, I was here when you were setting the camera. You remember, I was the first, one of the top person. I greeted you. Yeah, when you came in.
Why are we dragging Mambila issue here, Mr. Akunle? When it comes to money, I drag you.
Allah, your one setting.
Thank you.
Setting. Thank you very much. Thank you.
When Mr. Mike see you, what was the first word he told you? He tell you this morning when you.
It was about we started.
Come closer. You're out of the frame.
We started with a conversation. That conversation I remember. Then you went through your clothing. That the clothing that you changed the clothing.
No, it has gone.
Yeah.
It has gone.
You know the when we set up. When we set, I was one of the. I took picture here with you. The first. That was. I was.
Dragging
I was there.
Let me. When they taped on company, Labi, it has gone that time. Do you know the statement, Mr. Mike? Tell everybody. That's what he's telling everybody. Everybody that will say,
that's it.
Mr. That's why I ask you. That's
the statement.
So if you don't receive that statement,
so you are not.
No.
So
say that.
Mr. Richard is watching now. I'm sure he's watching.
You see, when I came, I don't see Mr. Michael. Something broke him here.
Mr. Richard, should we extend the gesture to him? Should we extend the love to him? please chat me up privately if we should extend the love to Mr. Kunle, because this one is dragging me.
Yeah, when you
on
were
the
setting.
setting.
Yeah, I was there when you came, and the program.
Let's go to Paris and settle the case. All right, viewers, we appreciate your time with us this morning. We appreciate your time with us. We say thank you for supporting the platform. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for contributing. We appreciate every bit of your contribution or contributions on this platform. I will be here tomorrow for another interesting package, interesting edition on this platform. As regards the program, City Standard. I'm Michael Adeklo. Kingari is chatting me right now. Kingari is also watching. All right, let's talk after the program, Kingari, on what we discussed at night around 2 a.m. or so. It was midnight. All right, we'll be going. Okay, there's still more comments. About Tunde Tayeche. Thanks so much for joining us today as well. We appreciate you. Lady G also joined us this morning. We need to appreciate her for joining us. Gladys Oyabo later joined us on the program. Gladys, you're welcome. We appreciate you for joining us. Frank Prince, we appreciate you. All is well. All is well. You may be watching, or I think you'll be watching after the live broadcast. But I'm saying hi to you and I'm greeting you. All is well. Ativje Jonathan, we appreciate you as well. God bless you. Omoregbe Ibinogwa, we appreciate you for joining us this morning. Remy Jovi, thank you. Natalie Abu, oh, good morning. Oh, is it not? Okay, Akim Adeshino, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And to this Enoma Osadeye, we appreciate you as well. Lady G, thank you so much for joining us. Jacob Adedeji is back. He's back in his country. Jacob Adedeji, you're welcome back. Not in Nigeria. He's back to United States of America. We appreciate Robert Uche, my main man. Uche Robert, thank you so much for joining us. And thanks for the correction. No, thanks for the correction. God bless you. Thank you so much. And All for One TV, we appreciate your presence as well. T what? Is it just T? We should be calling you T. Okay, no problem. T. We appreciate your comments as well. I didn't see it on time. Okay, so what's the position of Elumelu today? Elumelu today is eating and dining with Emilokon today. Okay, we appreciate your comment. T, we'll be here to read out your comments tomorrow. Please forgive me, pardon me for that. All right, I think I've done justice to the comment section. Godwin Nwazema, thank you so much as well. Mrs. Enuma, okay, wow, I appreciate you. Hope you prepared that soup for Mr. Ben. I told you to prepare him egusi soup with correct pando yam. Hope you did that. I know that is going to call me, Thank you so much, everyone. We'll be here tomorrow to dish out information concerning the country. Michael Adekunle is signing out, and I wish you good luck today. This is the starting of a new week, Monday, the 20th of January 2025. We hope that this week benefits all of us, favors all of us. In Jesus' name. Amen. Bye.